Three main functions of witchcraft at work: manipulation, intimidation, and isolation. End result, domination, complete control. Okay? So when a person starts talking about using a force or using a spirit to control others, that is witchcraft. I'm very weary around people who say they use the Holy Spirit. No one uses the Holy Spirit. You and I, are vessels of honor or dishonor. No one uses the Holy Spirit. If people talk like that, they're using a spirit, but in essence, that spirit's using them to do the will of Satan. Again, it might start off earthly and get really soulish, then become demonic. That's the James 3:15, which happens. Now, manipulation is interesting. Okay, so psychology. I took all the psychology courses I could in college, and I took some in grad school, whatever. But the interesting thing about psychology is it does describe some things pretty well, including manipulation. The term refers to using strings to control another person's will. It's puppetry, and you're like, there's Pinocchio, and he's just being told what to do. And there's this thought that we all have heard when someone gives us something. I was like, is there any strings attached? You said that. Someone's giving me something. There's got to be strings attached. It's too good to be true. And people say, well, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. That's the manipulation tactic in modern world, right? Now, from my understanding, what I've seen and experienced, women usually are using manipulation more than men. Now, can men use it? Yes. But women tend to use it because it doesn't take any physical stature or strength. It's usually a very sophisticated manipulation that develops from a young girl up to a grown woman if she's never learned how to respect other people's wills, not getting their own way. It's so important with children to correct them and guide them and give them boundaries, because if you don't, they'll end up with demonic oppression at some point in their life. That's our job, is to train a child the way they should go. And that discipline is their boundaries for safety. And it's up to us as parents to make sure that they have those boundaries to keep them away from the evil one. Some of the stuff that you'll see us go through, I got a couple of tools. Oh, yes. How about people being kind and caring to get something? Oh, that's fine. And then 2 weeks later, remember when I gave that to you? I need something. That's called gangster love. That's manipulation. Oh, there was a string in this. Oh, I see. That's why you gave that to me. It wasn't a gift. Or how about this? Guilt messages when you're interacting with people. I've heard many preachers, teachers, psychologists talk about guilt. Guilt messaging is not good. If you walk away from a relationship and you're pretty much a healthy person and you're feeling guilt, that's interesting. Someone's just been trying to manipulate you. Some people try to manipulate by creating in us a need for their approval. Ever had that happen? Oh, you need my approval. I'm going to create this in them so I can put a string or a hook in them. Yep. So if they go to do something and they need my approval and I don't like it, boy, they won't do it. You see how that works? It's crazy. All right, so that's manipulation.